besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm B, and I'm so excited. If you haven't seen the last vlog, I actually just finished filming that. We have officially begun the draft 2 process of writing my current romance novel, Into the Limelight. But yes, in the last vlog, I got my second draft of Into the Limelight printed out, which is this right here. And I went through, did a read through, made edits, made notes. And now the next step is to go through my notes and the notes from my alpha reader who read this draft and made her own notes and make a comprehensive table of problems and come up with the solutions for all of them, which is a little scary, but also can be really exciting when you have like a eureka moment, which does usually happen when I try to come up with solutions. And then I'm gonna use that to make a newly revised outline, scene by scene, chapter by chapter, for draft 3 of Into the Limelight. And hopefully, since most of this were big picture structural edits, with this new outline, I should be able to work on my writing itself, on the writing itself. Like, usually I don't focus too much on how well I'm writing, because if I'm changing it, what's the point of staring at a sentence for 10 minutes and reworking it if I'm just gonna cut it out? But I think I will be at the point where I can just make it sound a whole lot nicer, which is so exciting, because the next time I read this, I do not want to be humbled. I'm just really excited to dive back into this world. And dare I say a writing goal? I have a busy semester, so I don't know if I'm going to be participating in NaNoWriMo this year, at least to its full capacity, but I might treat September and October as Preptober, so get like a little head start on Preptober so I can finish it by November, and then maybe I attempt NaNoWriMo in November, and then whatever's left over I finish in December. We'll see, but a draft done by the end of the year sounds really nice. I also don't want to rush this though. But yeah, so today's vlog is going to be going through all those steps I just mentioned of plotting and outlining draft 3 of Project ITL, plus you'll get some college content / life as a creative writing major, because why not? Anyway, today it's like 4 o'clock. I actually have a lot to do for school right now, and for YouTube I gotta edit a lot of videos that I filmed but never got around to posting. I just wanted to start the vlog now in case I get some free time so I can start plotting and outlining, but I don't think I will even be able to get to this today or tomorrow, to be so for real. I'm just really swamped with school right now. But I will see you guys in the next clip with an update. Hey guys, I am back with an update. It's not a writing one, but it is a writing related one, and that is that FlexiSpot has kindly sent me their new C7 ergonomic chair. Kind of a spoiler because it's in the background, and I'm so excited. I feel like this is going to change the writing game for me so much, because I get to finally replace the plastic chair that I've been using up until now. I was so excited when I got this delivered. I got it set up right away with my roommate Hannah, who was an angel and helped me assemble it. I am not the most handy person, so I'm gonna admit she did most of the work.
Whoa, it's so much more comfortable than my chair.
Really?
And my chair is like an office chair.
It's actually so comfy.
Like, I could sit
and imagine the headrest right here.
Oh. Okay, I'm stealing this.
You definitely can steal it whenever you want.
Gosh,
You literally
I'm
built
really
it.
excited. You're not gonna be here on Wednesday and I'm taking this.
Literally take it. This is so comfy. Like, compared to this, it's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Like, you could like sleep in it.
This is so comfy. Yay!
Dude, before and after.
Literally, okay, this is before. This hard plastic chair. That's crazy. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. It goes halfway up my back, and I can't, like, it doesn't bend at all. It doesn't spin. Out with the old, in with the new. Now I have my new ergonomic chair. It's so exciting. For those of you who don't know what ergonomic means, basically this chair is designed to be more safe and efficient by reducing the risk of injury while I'm sitting in it, which I can't say for the chair that I had earlier, I'm not gonna lie. It has so many adjustable features. The backrest locks at 93 degrees with a latex padded seat and adaptive lumbar support. It has wider and larger seat cushions, ensuring better support and relaxation for extended sitting periods, accommodating various sitting positions. I love to sit in this in a cross-legged position or like curling my legs up. It's just amazing. I have not been able to do that before. It has the standard features like being able to raise up and down, and also has a headrest so I can actually fully relax my head, which is amazing. So I took like 30 seconds to personally customize it to myself and have just been using it that way ever since, and it's so comfortable and amazing. What's also amazing is they have a 30-day return policy for a risk-free trial and a 10-year warranty with direct replacement for damaged parts. At the time that I'm posting this, the Black Friday sale is coming, and if you use my code 24BFC7, you can save an extra $50 on the chair. Guys, I can't stop smiling. I'm obsessed with this new chair. I feel like this found me at the perfect time in my life because I'm about to graduate and be a full-time writer for a bit. I will make a video of like my plans for after school or like a coffee chat, but this is perfect because it means I can actually sit at my desk and write for a while, because you guys know that I try to write at my desk as much as I can, but I always gravitate towards my bed because it's more comfortable. But it's not good to work at my bed because that is where I associate unwinding and sleeping and not doing work. And the only reason that I don't write at my desk for a long period of time is because my chairs are so uncomfortable and I start to feel it after like 30 minutes. So I will let you know my thoughts on this chair as I use it more. You'll see it in vlogs to come, but I'm obsessed with it. Okay, so right now I have my coffee and it's been so long, guys. It's literally November 5th right now, and I was hoping to do plotting in literally October, but I did make a plan for how I want to go about plotting this. So I think my first step is going to be to go into my Scrivener, open a new setup for draft 3, and then I want to go through and make little scene cards for every single chapter. So chapter cards, I guess, basically, because they have a corkboard feature on Scrivener where you can literally just write a quick little synopsis and see the synopsises of every, is that the plural? Synopses, whatever, of every single chapter, like side by side. So I want to do that. It's kind of like the method where you're like plotting on the wall, except that I personally think it just worked better if I do it on Scrivener. And then I'm gonna go through my feedback and my alpha readers feedback and merge it together, because I have been making a list of solutions to all the problems that I had like during like free time in classes and stuff. So then I can start kind of like rearranging chapters and seeing like what needs to be cut out, what needs to be like scrapped and stuff, which is like my first step for this plotting. And then I'm gonna start like implementing the solutions into this new outline, if that makes sense. I don't think a lot should change, but some things might be getting changed. I don't know yet. And that's all I've got so far. I don't know what the rest of it's gonna be, but that's gonna be the first step.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Thursday, November 14th, and Thursday is basically the start of my weekend because I only have classes Monday and Wednesday. When I first got the schedule and I was like, oh my god, my classes are only 2 days a week, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much time to film. Sorry, I'm out of breath, I just ran up the stairs. And to work on like my personal writing. I was so wrong. Literally, this semester has been kicking my butt with all of the workshops we've been doing and like assignments and stuff, which I've enjoyed, but it's like, I've barely had time for anything else. So me saying that, when I spent the whole morning playing Minecraft, my Minecraft obsession has been rekindled, but I actually like really needed that for my mental health. I should have caught my breath before I started talking. Anyway, so hence why it is now November 14th and I've barely scratched the surface of plotting this draft, but I will share with you what I've done so far because I think it's been pretty productive. That wasn't sarcasm. It sounded like it was, but it wasn't. So I don't even know where I last left off with you guys, but I went through on Scrivener and made a synopsis for every single chapter of draft 2 because I hadn't done that before. So I used like the corkboard feature and I wrote like 1 to 2 sentences of like what happens in each chapter. And now what I'm gonna do on my Scrivener is make a scene card for every single scene in draft 2 because I think seeing everything laid out, it'll help me apply the changes that I need to make to what I currently have. And I also came up with a solution for every single problem that I have, which is great. So yeah, my step right now, what I'm gonna do is make a scene card for every single scene, which is gonna take quite a bit because I think I have like 1 to 3 per chapter and I have like 23 chapters. And then I'm gonna open up the new draft and make the newly revised chapter by chapter, scene by scene outline with like the changes applied. And I think if I have like specific changes to make to the chapters that I'm keeping, I'm just gonna put what I need to change in the notes section of each chapter, like remove so-and-so from this chapter, or like, I don't know, whatever it is that it's gonna be. I previously said that I wouldn't need to do a lot of rewriting for this draft, but I think I am going to because I think my writing has improved so much since when I wrote this. And so even if I'm like a chapter is like 9 out of 10, because I did rate the chapters as I was first reading it, I'm gonna still rewrite it because I think it could be a lot better, so I might as well. So yeah, that's the plan. And then after that, I've got to tackle characterization, and then I should be good to go. I can't think of anything else that I need to do to prepare myself to write draft 3. And I'm like, I keep itching to like just start writing it. Like just literally, this is why I need to finish it right now. So I'm gonna do the scene cards. Let me show you what I'm writing on each scene card. So these are the chapter by chapter synopses. Like these are just the cards of it in the corkboard feature of Scrivener, which I love so much. So I just have all those laid out. And then I also have a new chapter idea because like I said before, I didn't write an ending yet, and so I thought of the ending and then I'm putting that in right there, but like really it's gonna go in the draft 3, so I don't know why I put it there, but I guess it's just to not forget it. But I will move that to the new outline. And then my scene cards are over here, and then over here I'm gonna make scene cards. I wanted to like handwrite these, but I know that I'm gonna probably do a lot of editing and switching stuff around, so I'm just gonna do it on Scrivener. But I'm just gonna go scene by scene and do the setting, the action, setup, crossroads, outcome. I saw this from Abby Emmons's like scene card template. I don't know how I necessarily feel about it for romance, like just like the whole like setup, then what's the crossroads that they come to, and then what's the outcome. But I'm gonna try it out at least and see if I can do that for each scene to see what scenes are actually serving the plot and the character arc and the romance, and then which ones are not. So this is the job for right now. Okay, so a change has already been made. I decided I didn't like the whole like setup, crossroads, outcome for my scenes. Like it just wasn't working for me. So I'm changing it to purpose, conflict, outcome. Like what goal is kind of trying to be accomplished in this scene or by my main character. What conflict happens, because every chapter needs a bit of conflict. And then by the end of the chapter, what's the outcome of that? That just makes more sense to me. So let this be a sign that you don't always have to follow the classic setup for things. I just made this up and I'm gonna roll with it. This has already been helping me tremendously because I'm writing some of these and I'm like, what is the conflict? What is the outcome? Like this, what's the purpose? Like some of these just like, but it's also stressing me out. I'm like, but it's not a big deal. I just need to add a little bit more conflict in those scenes where I'm like, there's no conflicts, just vibes, which again is fine. Sometimes you need those like respites from tension and like suspense and stuff, but like there's got to be something, you know what I mean? And this is helping me a lot because I'm only on chapter 3 right now, and I know that one of the major points I'm supposed to fix for the next draft is condensing the setup before we finally have Jordan on screen. Like we haven't mentioned of him before, but he's not actually like physically introduced to Ray on page until chapter like 4 or 5. So now I'm seeing which scenes I can shift to a later time or kind of scrap based off of what they're not serving. So that's good. I have the iPhone 15 and I'm happy to have it until I turn the camera onto my face. But anyway, it's Tuesday. It's my second last week of not just the semester, or my classes actually, sorry, because I still have like papers and stuff after, but of my entire undergrad, which is crazy. Anyway, I had my 3-hour lecture yesterday, which is a fiction workshop class. Love that class so much. And then I have classes tomorrow. I only have classes Monday and Wednesday, but Wednesdays are my most brutal days ever. I have 2 3-hour lectures back to back, and then an hour-and-a-half long lecture, which is an elective, which is hybrid at least, in the evening. And I'm doing workshops in both of my classes tomorrow, so right now I am swamped with going through every member in my group's work and editing it, giving it feedback for workshop tomorrow, and I have to do the readings on top of that for tomorrow. So this is what my Tuesdays look like. Well, not this. Me just like, no, usually I'm at my desk doing work, but I'm doing Pomodoro method where I work for 30 minutes, get a break for 10 minutes, and in that break I'm reading Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. I have not had time to read a lot this semester, but I'm trying not to feel guilty about it because I have a lot going on. But I'm reading this during the break, annotating it. I'm really enjoying it, and I just wanted to take a break on my bed and just, yeah. Anyway, so I have a to-do list that's like 10 things long. So if I can get through that, then I will be able to work on finishing up those scene cards. So wish me luck. actually find editing people's work so fun. The only part I don't like is like, I don't know, I have social anxiety in like classroom settings, so like actually speaking and saying my thoughts is the only part where I'm like, but I feel very comfortable editing work. I love it so much. One, every single person has just like amazing stories and amazing writing. It's so fun to read. Not to say everyone's no one's perfect at writing. Like, we all approach each other's pieces with grace, knowing we are writing students, but I get so inspired by the people in my classes. It's so good. Okay, my break time is approaching because I have 1 minute left of being productive. Instead of reading during my breaks, I'm gonna work on my scene cards. Okay, I think it's time for me to make a new draft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, like, you can see here, wait, this is confusing. Here is like my first draft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this, which is my current draft. And then this one, wait, which one's the one I duplicated? It doesn't really matter. This one, oh, okay, this is the, okay. This one I'm just gonna name draft 2 and then shift it down here. And then to make it a little less confusing, I'm gonna be like 3. So now that I have this, I'm gonna do a dual screen here, split screen, and I'm gonna have my draft 2 open on this one so that I can go through the scene cards and make my new outline for the current draft. So this is an example of what that'd look like, and I'll have the notes open on this side so I can just add the notes in for all of the solutions to the problems that I found earlier, like remove so and so from this chapter, or like come up with a better ending for this chapter, like any of the notes and stuff in each of the individual chapters on this side.